Hi, I'm Marie. Welcome to Marie's Kitchen. I'm so glad you're back. Today we're making Instant Pot flan. If you love flan, you have got to try this recipe. It is so easy to throw together. We're going to do that in the blender. Then we're going to cook it in the Instant Pot in 15 minutes. I can't wait to share this recipe with you. Let's get started. Okay, let's go through the ingredients real quick. For the flan, we'll need 1 can sweetened condensed milk, that's 14 ounces. We'll need 1 1/4 cup milk, 4 eggs, and 1 teaspoon vanilla. Now for the caramel for the flan, we're going to use 1/2 cup white sugar. For the pan, we're going to use what's called a flanera, and this is a special pan just for flan. It's exactly the right size, and it has a locking lid that fits right on top, and then you can lock it here around the sides. And the great thing about that is really 2 things. One is that the flan mixture won't splash out when you're transporting it to the Instant Pot. And the other thing is that it holds in all the moisture while it's cooking. So having this pan, if you make flan a lot, I do highly recommend you get it. It runs from about $10 to $15 and I use it a lot. So love this pan, and I can give you the link if you want it. The other equipment we'll need is a blender. And we're just any basic blender to mix up the filling. We'll also of course be using the Instant Pot to cook the flan. So overall, just a handful of things that you need, and once you have them on hand, this is so easy to whip up anytime you need a flan. Who doesn't need a flan? All right, let's get cooking. Okay, so the first step on the flan is we're going to take our sweetened condensed milk and pour that into the blender. Scrape all that out. Next, we're going to fill this back up with milk. So this is our measuring cup for milk, so you don't even have to get out another cup. Super easy. Just fill that up with milk. And then we'll pour that right back into the blender. Now we'll add our 4 eggs. And 1 teaspoon vanilla. That's it. That's all the ingredients for the flan. So we'll just put the lid on and give that a quick spin. Okay, now we'll set this aside and make the caramel. To make the caramel, we've got a pan on the stove here. We're going to turn this to about medium. You don't want it too hot because sugar can burn pretty easily, so we keep it at about medium to medium low. We're going to add our 1/2 cup sugar to the pan, and then we're just going to melt the sugar until it turns a nice caramel color. It's completely smooth with no lumps in it. And this takes about 10 minutes total. So just keep an eye on your sugar, make sure it doesn't burn. You'll want to just kind of stir it as it cooks. When this finishes cooking and is nice and has this nice brown golden caramel color and is completely smooth, what we're going to do then is pour it into the flanera and use our spatula to coat it around the sides of the pan, the bottom and the sides. And what that does is we'll give the flan that nice, all that wonderful caramel sauce that goes on top and that spreads down the sides. So that's what we're making right now. And the one thing you do want to really be careful of is hot sugar. Caramelized sugar is very, very, very hot. That's the only sort of difficult part about making this flan, is just working with this very hot sugar, but you can totally do it. It's not that hard. You can see here it's starting to kind of clump together, and that means the sugar is starting to melt and caramelize, so we are on the right track. Starting to really clump up, and it will do that before it starts to caramelize and liquefy. Okay, this looks great. Almost all of our lumps are gone, and it is smooth and golden. Our caramel sauce is done. So now we're going to pour the caramel right into the flanetta, like this. Again, it's very, very hot. And what we're going to do is hold the side here carefully and then spread this caramel up around the sides. It doesn't have to be real neat. You just kind of spread it up on the sides. And if there are a few lumps in there too, that's fine. Not a big deal. Just spread it up, and you can see it's hardening very quickly. That's the other thing, you got to kind of work fast, is because it'll harden as you go. So we have our caramel spread out. Okay, looks great. So now we've got our blender here, we've got the caramel in the pan. We're going to give this a quick spin again. And now we're going to pour that into the flanetta. So just pour that right in there. There we go. Now we'll put the lid on and lock it into place. Now it's time to put this in the Instant Pot. Okay, so now the Instant Pot. If you got an Instant Pot for Christmas and this is your first time using it, I'm going to walk you through the steps. So it's a little intimidating, but I promise it's really easy to use, especially for this flan. So the first thing we'll do is just take off the lid. And I am using this little trivet that comes with the Instant Pot. It has handles on it and it fits right down in there. It's perfect for making this flan because you can set the flanetta right on that, then add your water, and then when you're done with oven mitts, you can just pull it right out and take it to the fridge. So this is great if you have that. Put this in place. Now we're going to add 2 cups of water right into the Instant Pot, and that comes right up to kind of the base of the trivet. We're going to go ahead and put our flanetta right in on top of the trivet with the water in there. Then we'll put our lid on, and when it'll lock into place. Then a couple things you need to do here with the knob in the back to sealing. If it's venting, it'll just keep releasing pressure, and the pressure will never build up and it won't work. So turn it to sealing. For cooking the flan, we're going to, let's see if I can get around this side. The power's on. We're going to put this on manual pressure, and then you can adjust the time here. This is 15 minutes. So 15 minutes on manual, and then it's on high pressure. And then just make sure this is at sealing. Now this is going to kind of spurt some water out. So I actually generally take this out to my porch and do this outside on the porch because it makes kind of a mess. But your kitchen counter is fine. Just make sure it's not like below some nice cabinets or wallpaper where this steam could interfere or warp the wood or wallpaper. It will take about 10 minutes for the pressure to build up in the Instant Pot, and then it cooks for the 15 minutes, and then we'll release the pressure, and I'll show you how to do all that when it's done. So I'll see you in about 25 minutes. The Instant Pot beeped, it's done, and what I usually do, you can either turn the power off or you can just unplug it. So that's usually what I'll do. I'll just unplug it here so we know everything's off. Now there is still some hot steam coming out, so be careful about that. What we're going to do is go ahead and release the steam, so then we can open the Instant Pot and take out the flanetta. You never want to try to open it without releasing the steam first. So, and just be careful, the steam is super hot. It's going to shoot up. It's not going to explode.
It's going to go boom.
Okay, so when this stops venting, then we'll carefully open it. And another thing, when you're opening it, you always want to open it kind of away from you so the steam doesn't billow out into your face. All that steam.
Oh, it explodes.
Okay, we'll just pull out this trivet. It has these nice handles here. Pull this out and grab it with one hand here. And move this over, and there we go. That is going to the refrigerator to chill. All right, so I put the flan that we just made in the refrigerator. I'm chilling that one, and I did make one earlier and I have it chilling for the past couple hours so we can show you how to flip it out. So what we're gonna do is open the flan here, and my daughter's gonna help us. This is her favorite dessert. She loves flan, so she's super excited about it. So there's the flan. You can see in there. Run a butter knife around the edge just to make sure it's nice and loose. Then we'll give it a twist just to make sure, and you can see how the flan's moving the opposite direction of the pan, so we know it's totally loose. You don't want it to be stuck in there. I've never had one get stuck, but I always do this just in case. Now, we're gonna use a large plate. It has sort of a lip, so the sauce doesn't just go everywhere. So if it has a bit of a lip, it's better. You won't believe where I got these. I found these at Goodwill, and I love these plates for flan. So now what we'll do is take the plate, put it on top of the flan, take the flan, your other hand under the flan, and the other hand on top of the plate, and we're just going to flip and flip. You can see the caramel sauce coming out. And we're just gonna lift this up. And there is a gorgeous, gorgeous flan. Oh my gosh, are you gonna get a spoon?
Yeah.
Work on that extra sauce. Look at this, it looks so good. It is just got all this wonderful caramel sauce around the outside. This is so nicely cooked. Amazing. To serve the flan, we'll just cut a wedge here. I've got some strawberries, and we're gonna cut a slice. Oh, I
get the first piece.
Totally. Oh, so silky smooth. This is a beauty. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna scoop this up, and wow, look at that flan perfection. Ooh, grab me a spoon, grab me a spoon. I'm gonna put a little caramel sauce on top.
A big spoon or small spoon?
Little spoon is great.
I'll pick that up later.
Okay, not this little. This is like an espresso spoon. This is gonna take me a while. So you can pour some of that extra caramel sauce on top. Look at that. And then, of course, you've got to add some whipped cream. And I'll tell you, whoa, whoops. Delicious? Let me get some.
No.
Okay, I'll use my fork. A little flan, little whipped cream.
Big flan.
Yeah.
That's a lot of whipped cream.
Oh my God. So good. The texture is just so perfect custard. It's not overcooked. One more bite of this.
Peach, you didn't get one.
Thanks so much for joining us on Marie's Kitchen. Today we made this incredible Instant Pot flan that cooks in the Instant Pot in just 15 minutes. It was so easy to make with 5 ingredients. I really hope you get to try it. If you do, let us know. We would love to hear from you. Also, give us a thumbs up. We so appreciate your likes. And hit that subscribe button. We've got lots more videos coming up with easy recipes just like this, and I don't want you to miss any of them. My goal is to give you some really easy recipes that turn out great every time, so you can build some confidence in the kitchen and feel really inspired to share good food with people that you love.
From my kitchen to yours.
From my kitchen to yours. Thank you.